Today we're going to talk about like 200-301. This is the code for the CCNA exam, not the CCST. Every exam like has a code. The CCNA is the 200-301. Sometimes they can ask you, which exam did you write? Right? So it's the 200-301. So those are the topics that we are going to cover like today. Where is my document? Yes, we are here. We are doing the network fundamentals, right? Even the guys who are doing the CCST, you are required also to listen like here. Number one, we are talking about what? A router, right? We can say something about routers. So we're gonna talk about routers, right? There are so many things you have to understand about routers for the exam. First, network device, right? Number two, uses what? Use IP, right? Those are the things that you have to understand. Number three, what can we say again about routers? Uses, we can call it logical also, right? Logical address. Number three, routers connect what? Networks. Right? When we are talking about routers, we have to understand that routers connect networks. This is number three. So number one, like a router, it's a network device. Number two, like a router uses an IP address. Number three, routers connect networks. And number four, what can we say again about routers? No? When we are talking about internet, we can see a modem. But a router can have like a modem, like incorporated. Yeah. Number four, we can say that like have a database, right? So routers will have what we call databases, but technically we call it what? Routing table, right? Number four, routers will have databases, right? Those databases, like technically, we call them what? Routing table, right? And inside the routing table, what can you find? You're gonna find list of networks and how to reach them. This is the routing table, like in that database. So like inside your routing table, you're gonna find what? List of networks plus how to reach them. What can we say again about routers? Ports. So on the routers are called what? Interfaces, right? So the ports, physical port, we can call them like that. Physical port, like on the router, are called the interfaces, right? Physical ports on the routers are called the interfaces. So when you see a router, like every port, it's an interface. And number 6, like every like interface represent what? Represent a network. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't just put my face, I'm just, yeah, maybe the camera is not working. Represent a network. What does it mean? So it means just this. Let's say this is your router, right? Every port or interfaces represent a network. So you can plug here a switch. So network 1, network 2, network 3, and network 4. So this router can connect those 4 networks, right? What else, Jonathan, can we learn about or understand about routers? What else can we talk about routers? For connecting routers, what we need for connecting routers, we need what? We need what? What do we need when you want to connect routers? Routing protocol. No, I'm just like trying to talk some few things about routers, right? So for connecting routers, we need routing protocols, right? Like RIP, OSPF, HRP, right? Those are the things we need for connecting routers. What else, guys? What else can we say about routers? So for now, because I don't want to keep the list long, right? We're going to go to the second part where we are going to talk about what? Layer 2 and layer 3 switches. We already spoke about it. That's good because we are going to go now fast. Now it will go fast. Right? Now we're going to talk about layer 2 and layer 3 switches, right? Remember, guys, we spoke already so about them. Layer 2 will use what? MAC addresses, huh? MAC addresses. But layer 3, right? Layer 3, it's layer 2 first, plus IP addressing, right? And a layer 3 behave like a router. Right? So it's just a layer 2, but that switch can also get an IP address. Right? So the most important information is layer 3 behave like routers. They can get an IP address. They can connect networks, right? Let's go to, oh, where am I? Okay. Let me just check it from here. Now we're going to talk about what? Next generation and what? And IPS. All right. So I'm going to start first with IPS because it's short, it's fast for me. IPS stands for what? Intrusion, detection, system, all right? This is the meaning of what? IPS, right? Intrusion detection system. Now, what the IPS does? Oh, there's P, it's prevention, sorry. There is D, when there's D is detection. This one is prevention. Sorry. IPS, intrusion prevention system, right? We'll do what? We'll monitor what? Bad activities. Right? So you got your devices. You're going to have an IPS. The IPS will start monitoring all your communications, like all your devices. When there is an attempt, when there is something wrong, somebody want to hack, the IPS will do what? Will detect the problem and will block or react. Right? There's a reaction from the device side. So the IPS react. No. Does more things than the IPS. Right? So it means like this one, I can try to draw like something here. Like you have your PCs here. This is your network here. And you are connected maybe to a switch. Now, for monitoring the activities of those two PCs, you can bring what? You can put the IPS here. Right? So, and whatever that will be coming from the internet maybe here, from the internet side. So even from the internet or locally will be, so this device will do what? Will monitor, right? And maybe there's an admin here. Admin laptops. This is the admin here. So you are going to configure this device like in order to start like informing you and reacting, right? So suppose like this guy wanna hack this one. The IPS can detect that, right? That, hey, my man, you wanna hack and block what you wanna do. Maybe there's something that is coming from a website that wanna affect those users. The IPS will detect, right? And react. Reacting means what? Maybe it's a fake link somebody sending that to you. The IPS will detect it and do what? And block it. Maybe or deleting it, right? This is the job of the IPS. Remember, there is the monitoring part, like monitoring the actions of all users, devices, and so on. So, and there is the reaction part, the P, prevention. But if you see there is D, IDS, it's detection. That device can only detect. Yeah. IDS, it's only detection. But IPS, prevention, right? There's a reaction, the action that comes like after. Now we're going to talk about the next generation firewall, right? I think there's a longer definitions here, right? But let me remove what I don't want. inspect. Okay, I want just this one. This is what is very important for me, the remaining one. So the next generation firewall does what? Will inspect whatever that is coming in and whatever that goes out of your network, right? Wherever we are talking about a firewall, you have to understand that we're talking about filtering, checking the traffic, monitoring the traffic, whatever that comes in and whatever that goes out. So it's like this case, like here. You have again your two PCs there. So you are connected maybe to a router here. And maybe there's a modem here that allows you to be connected like to the internet. And this side, this is the internet, right? This is the internet. Now, what you're gonna do, you're gonna bring a device that you're gonna put here, right? You're gonna put here your firewall here. You're gonna install your device there, like in the middle. Your firewall will be here. So whatever that will be coming from the internet, like when something is coming from here, it's gonna be checked. And when something coming this side, it's gonna be checked. So if PC1 wanna go to the internet, the request will go first where? Will go to the router, right? Now the router will say, okay, let me send your request to the firewall. Your request will go to the firewall. The firewall will say, my man, you are not allowed to access facebook.com. I will block you, right? And if somebody from here, maybe your mom, like trying to send like to you, like an email, that email will come first to the firewall. The firewall will check, right? So after checking, if that email is allowed, the email will go to the router and the router will send the email back to you, right? But there is one more, next generation. The next generation does more than only filtering. This word here, next generation, right? So this one does more, not only monitoring like the traffic or filtering the traffic by denying or allowing. This next generation will do so many things down here, right? I can try to remove like some of them. Those are not very important for you. Okay, number one, there is like intrusion prevention system. So on that device firewall, that device can detect and can react. Number two, there is what? Application like awareness and control to seize and block risky apps. So when you got that firewall will start blocking the apps that are very dangerous for you, all right? So the firewall, the next generation firewall, will never only check like PCs and devices, will also check the applications that users are using, right? So it's more intelligence. So next generation will come with more features than a simple firewall, right? Like I can say this, next generation firewall. So it's what? Like traditional firewall plus other features, right? This is the better definitions. So next generation. So first it's a firewall plus new features, more capabilities, right? because the normal firewall will start checking the traffic. Whatever that comes in, whatever that goes out. But beyond that, there's a next generation. Next generation will say, hey, my man, I want to not only check whatever that comes in or whatever that goes out. I can even check users' activities. I can check your applications, the applications that you are installing, like on your computers. I can even do that, right? There is also what? This one, okay. I don't want so many things. URL filtering, right? Any website will be checking, right? And whatever that is wrong will be blocked. And you say that you can check millions of websites, millions of URL, right? And you can also use what? This one uses what we call the cloud-based, right? State intelligence means that this device can monitor the activities like in real time, like propose you the solutions, advise you, showing you the area where your system can be hacked. So this one is much smarter. It's more intelligent, right? So this is what you have to understand about the next generation firewall. Let's move to the access point. Hey guys, you know what is an access point? There is no need for us like to go there. Eh? What is an access point? Most of the time, it's a wireless device, right? It's just a wireless device that can allow you to connect like wireless devices also, right? There's no need for me to waste my time there. But yeah, this one, there's no need for me to. Okay. We spoke about this and you present it well that time. This one is what? What is the WLC? Wireless control? Wireless controller, right? There are 2 to 3 questions on this one. Wireless controller. The wireless controller will do what? Will control other wireless access points, right? Like you have this building. How many wireless access points are here? There are lots. Now you're gonna bring a wireless controller. That wireless controller will be doing what? Will be controlling those others, right? So if you wanna configure one of the wireless access points, there is no need for you to go there. You can just go to your wireless controller. You're gonna see the dashboard of the wireless controller, like on your laptop. That will provide like to you the list of all the wireless access points like in your company, right? You can have like an overview of all the wireless access points by using one screen, right? So you just sit like this and you can see whatever that's happening. You can see the area, the weak area, the area where you need like additional devices, right? So the job of this device just to control like other devices for better management, security, right? The same as this one, the Cisco DNA Center. What is this? This is a platform for managing what? Network devices also, right? So just a tool or a platform that will allow you to manage network devices, right? And we can move to this one already. What does it mean by power over Ethernet? This PoE, what does it mean? This is power over Ethernet, right? This is the capability of offering what? Yeah, single cable. Single cable will provide what? Power and data, right? Like same cable, you can use it for what? For transferring power and data, right? Like this case here. I can hear it, like this is my switch here, right? So if there is like power over like Ethernet capabilities, means I can plug here my camera here. This is my camera, right? So this camera will get what? Will get power from the device, right? There is no need for you to look for another place to plug this camera. These ports here can provide like power and what? Data. You can use it when the camera wanna talk to other devices, right? So you can see that these ports here can provide power and data. There is no need for you to take again the camera and plugging it somewhere else, right? So it's saving you time, not only time like electricity problems, you are saving the cost. So when you are buying a switch or a router, you must read the capabilities. When you see PoE, you must remember that, no, this is power over Ethernet. Means that I can plug even another wireless access point. And that wireless access point can get power from these ports. Because these ports, they are saying, like port number 3, have power over Ethernet capabilities, right? Those are the things that you have to remember about this concept. What else? You know what is a saver, right? The saver is a device that will provide resources and information to others, to other devices, like in your networks. No needs to go there, right? Now, make sure that, as I said, you must have your own, like, your own schedule where you are preparing. I've tried to explain by going fast, but for you, just sit. Try to go a bit deeper, right? The exam is very, very easy. Just make sure that you went through this document. You never jumped like anything. And when the practice questions will come, it will go very fast for you because most of the stuff, you will know them. You say, this is power over Ethernet. This is this, this is this. They can tell you a scenario like an engineer don't want to spend like money by buying separately, like a camera and this and this and this. Which device gonna be like able like to provide those capabilities? You just check. When you see power over Ethernet, you're gonna remember. It's gonna be much easier and fast for you. When you see like somebody wanna control a wireless access points, like in a single management area, WLC, wireless controller, right? Make sure that, because they're almost, how many questions will come from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minimum is going to be 9. For every point, there's a question. Minimum. 9 or 15. You know already that when you prepare well, you have your 15 questions without reading. Okay, so I will give you like a break before us moving forward. But make sure that you read again. As I said, this time is not like the time to do watching your personal stuff. Watch your personal stuff, but it must be linked to the exam. Because when you go home, you just go and sleep. When you are here, use the resources to study, watch the lessons, You will never know what's gonna happen like tomorrow. You can insult, you can talk, you can say whatever you want about Lisa, you are right. But remember, something can come out, not for everyone, but for some of the people. So that thing must always come. Don't neglect. You will never know. Tomorrow, it's only God who knows. Even yourself, you don't know what you're going to eat like today. You can prepare your food, your dog can eat it, and you're going to change the plan. You're going to buy a new ones. So just study. Let tomorrow be in charge. All right? Okay, guys, we're going to meet maybe after 30 minutes. You can take your coffee and do whatever you want. Yeah.